How's it going?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm Major J.
I'm Glenn from High Point.
We are so excited to be here.
Absolutely.
As you can tell, we're all dressed up.
You dressed up?
I did dress up, and we're going to get to a little bit more about that here in just a second. This is our October edition of NSCtv.
Woo.
Extremely excited about this. But first of all, I'm a food person, and there were some things nixed about this show before you even got here. I had, with Josh Keaton,
Yes.
last youth councils we did the Death Nuts 2.0. I had the Death Nuts 3.0. I was going to bring that tonight, but I was told that was not the best game to play. So we've got a different game a little bit later on, I think. So, tell me about Halloween candy for you. What's your favorite, or what's your least favorite?
Well, it's pretty simple. Reese's. It's always a top.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't beat a good Reese's. Actually, I read yesterday, for some strange reason, that peanut butter actually, the FDA allows a certain amount of insect fragments in every 100 grams of peanut butter. There's about 30 insect fragments. So that's cool.
Just extra protein.
You just ignore it. Sometimes
Now,
it's better not to know.
A regular Reese's, or do you want like the chocolate egg, the chocolate pumpkin?
So for some reason, the shaped ones are always better.
I really think because you get more peanut butter.
Is that what it is?
Per chocolate. I think that's what it is. Least favorite?
Least favorite. So I don't know. I always seem to end up with some of those like cheddar covered crickets for some reason. I'm sure you've had those.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah,
I do.
So.
For me, favorite would be like probably like a Starburst or something fruity like that, a Jolly Rancher, like for kids, like when we're getting trick-or-treating candy. Least favorite, Three Musketeers or the dark Milky Ways. Why would you ever give that to your
anything dark
kid?
chocolate? You just throw back at the
Now,
person.
I like some dark chocolate, but you don't give that out to kids. I
Right.
think there's something wrong with that. So, anyways, what do we got going on tonight?
So listen, this is really cool, right? So how about this treat? Check this out. I've got a $25 Starbucks gift card right here, and we only used a little bit of it. So there's a $25 gift card right here. So if you comment on this video, right, live on YouTube, you comment on this video in the next 24 hours, then you will be entered into a drawing to win this Starbucks gift card. This one right here.
Not bad.
Right. So comment below. What you need to comment is your favorite fall beverage. So that could be hot chocolate. It could be apple cider. It could be a pumpkin spice latte. You comment that because we want to know. You'll be interested.
I love hot apple cider. There's something about that. It's different. You only get it this time of the year.
That's what I would have chose too.
All right. So obviously we have Instagram. What you all would like to see us dressed up in? Mine was a landslide of a merman.
The people have spoken.
Yes, and you had a few other votes, but it definitely went for this. This was definitely my wife's choice.
It was almost set up.
I think it was. But I want you all to know, we did not scrimp on this. We are not just dressed, in costume from the waist up.
I'll stand up first. So check this out.
You got some red pants on there, and the belt buckle is amazing there. You look at that, and even boots. I mean, you went full on. Now, if I stand up, I will fall back down. So I'm just going to flip up here. Look at this. Look. I went all the way fin. There it is. There's the fins there. You can kind of see that.
That's kind of fishy.
We went all the way out for this. It took me from once I put on the costume to walk into the sound room. It took me about 6 minutes.
You guys can't see this, but he has really sparkly lips. Give him check that out.
I do. And you want to tell us about that teardrop? How did you get that teardrop?
I had to get here by 5, so I had a little bit of time to go to the tattoo shop. So, and I grew this out.
Yeah, and got some beads in there. So, anyway, listen, we'll do anything for you to just be able to get you all to tune in and hear a little bit more about the word and have a little bit more fellowship with you all here in the great NSC division. So
speaking of this great NSC division, we have some really exciting news. The news is already leaked, so a lot of people already know, but we have a new music director, divisional music director. We call it a DMD, right? So Aaron Jackson, he has been part of our team, the NSC team now, for quite a while, but he is our new music director, and we know he's going to do great.
So in the spirit of our costumes, we are going to unmask the DMD with 15 quick fire questions. Are we ready in there?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Wonderful. All right, first question. What instruments do you play? I would say instrument, but it has to be instruments for you.
Yeah, so my favorite and what I play most is percussion. So it's like a snare, timpani, that kind of stuff, marimba. But I also play guitar a lot. I enjoy playing guitar. I play a little bit of keyboard And then I consider myself a fairly solid E-flat bass player, but that's I wouldn't say any other instruments as well.
Nice.
Those four really.
Quick follow-up. What's your funniest instrument that you play?
Funniest instrument that I play.
Or weirdest?
Okay. So in, like percussion, there's lots of weird things. Like I actually, my sister gave me some spoons, like proper plain spoons, and so I have a pair of those.
We're gonna have to add that into a worship service.
Maybe.
So what is your favorite instrument?
Favorite instrument, easily percussion. Anything that like you can hit and make drum sounds. I enjoy that.
All right, and favorite movie for you?
That's a hard one because I have lots of favorite movies, but I can say two easily that are like stand out, that are very different from each other, not just a favorite. So Thor Ragnarok, because I love Marvel.
Nice.
Okay, great.
And then Dead Poet Society is just a great movie.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Very extremely different movies on there.
Yes. Yeah.
So listen, Aaron, there's a movie just written about you, your life, right?
Oh.
You're famous, okay? All the work that you did in the NSC division. So we're gonna make a movie about you. Who do you want to play you in this movie?
Who would I want to play me? Oh, that's a good question. I said Marvel because I love Robert Downey Jr. So could I say him maybe? I don't know.
I love that choice.
Oh, nice. All right. In your house, what time are you going to bed? Are you getting your full 8 hours of sleep every night?
No, unfortunately, I don't always get.
That's an
8
unrealistic
hours.
expectation.
It is. It really is. I maybe like anytime after 11 to 12. I normally. It's not too bad.
11, 12. That's decent.
Yeah.
Well, okay. What is your favorite Bible story?
I would have to say my favorite Bible story is the Prodigal Son.
Prodigal Son. Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so listen, I see you every day almost. Your hair is always on point. I know. What's your hair product? What's your go-to?
My go-to is just something you can get from Walmart. Actually, there's a little can about this big. Yeah, it's actually nice. They never have it in stock. It's called Cremo or something like that. It's the green one though.
All right, it has to be the green one.
Yeah, it has to be the green one.
Good.
Aaron, what would you be doing right now if you weren't doing this?
If I wasn't doing this, I would probably still be practicing, hoping I could be a musician somewhere else, I guess.
Okay. Favorite junk food?
Favorite junk food? Tacos. Anything.
I love tacos.
Tacos.
I don't think
that's not a junk food.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider that junk food.
That's like
a staple.
Yeah.
So burger and fries then maybe?
Yeah, burger.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
What's something that you're looking forward to right now?
Looking forward to. Oh, actually, we have DSA this weekend, and I'm really excited to work with the DYB this weekend. I'm really excited. Yeah.
On your way home tonight, what's going to be playing on your car radio?
Car radio. So I plug in my phone. I don't really listen to the radio as much, but I just have a few Spotify playlists. I have one that's just called Current Jam. So it's just anytime I like a song, I throw it on that, and it's about 40 songs. I keep it around that, and I just play music from there.
Okay, good stuff.
What is your least favorite chore?
Least favorite chore? Cleaning the bathroom. I hate cleaning up the bathroom.
All right. And what do you do to relax after you've cleaned up the bathroom?
What do I do to relax? I just love watching TV, playing video games. Like that's just the most relaxing thing. You're sitting on the couch.
What's the video game? What's your go-to?
Go-to is easily Skyrim or Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls games. Best games ever made.
Do you ever play pirate games?
No, is there a pirate video game?
I don't think I have a pirate video game.
Challenge.
Yeah, we're gonna make one. So listen, we love camp, right? Everything we love about camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your favorite thing about camp?
Just seeing people over and over again, and then the relationships you built. This last weekend, I just saw some people. Like I remember, I met at camp when I was like 8 years old. So it's just
cool.
It's awesome just to have those people in your life. So.
And what makes Aaron Jackson laugh? What is just gonna give that good big belly laugh?
I love like dumb humor, like stuff that's
slapstick.
Just like no, like stuff that doesn't make it shouldn't be that funny. Like I was looking through these memes with Caitlin the other day, and there's like super literal memes, and there was like this husband and this wife, and he said, or I don't know, he said, "When's your birthday?" And she said March 1st, and then he started marching around the room. So it's like those kind of like really dumb memes I love.
Got it. You need to look up literal videos. It's an old thing on YouTube. Check that out. Literal music videos. You'll like it.
All right, cool.
Do you want to play a game?
I do. I'm always up for a game. What do you got?
How do you feel about charades?
I don't know yet. We'll see.
You don't know yet?
I'm decent at Heads Up if you've ever played that. So
That's much different though.
yeah, it is. It is.
So I think we're gonna do some Halloween charades. Okay.
Okay, Halloween.
How about
charades.
I'll go first? Okay. So
All
you
right.
guess what I'm doing.
And-
I'm gonna try to turn a little bit.
All right. So all right, we're still in there. All right, good.
All right. So this is the first one.
Okay. Zombie.
That's right.
All right,
It's a
good.
zombie.
All right,
It's a
good.
zombie. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. All right.
Is it a clown?
Clown. There you go.
Hey. Okay, this one's a little hard, but
Spider-Man.
okay, not necessarily. It's
Mystery. It's a mystery.
okay. It's just spider. It's just,
Just
spider.
spider,
I didn't
just
know.
spider. Okay,
I don't know
all
how
right.
to be a spider. I was gonna grow 6 more legs, but
All right. How do you? We were lied to about this, and I'll talk that up with the creator in a little bit.
is that the Joker?
No, it's pumpkin. We're gonna pass on that one.
Pumpkin. I don't know how you would be a pumpkin. Oh, that one was faced up. You didn't see that, right?
No.
Okay.
What? A bat? No, a vampire.
A vampire. Yes.
All right.
Yes. I feel like whatever it is has a long snout, like maybe
Yes,
a mouse.
A witch. A witch.
A witch, okay.
We're horrible at
Yeah,
charades. That's all I gotta say.
Well, okay, try this one.
Are you an airplane?
No.
No. A scarecrow.
A scarecrow.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, I
Yes.
got
Yes.
that, I
Yes.
got
Yes. Good job.
All
Good
right.
job. A cat.
There
Yeah,
we go. Okay.
You're a good cat.
I'm good.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. I don't.
We're gonna take these up with Major Jamie
Yeah.
when we're done with this.
I'm gonna actually skip that one because I don't know how to do that.
All right.
Okay, here, my last one. Oh, I'm not.
A cowboy.
Yeah,
a cowboy.
yeah,
All right.
cowboy.
We're gonna pass that one, and
Superman.
close enough. It's a superhero. That's
Which
good.
which one did you pass?
I passed on a ghost. How do you do a ghost?
So I was a princess. I don't know how to be a princess.
Princess. And I thought these were supposed to be costumes. And how did I get pumpkin? Come on now, Major Jamie. We need to have a talk about this later on. That's all right. I still love you very much. All right. So listen, it's fun to laugh and joke around and play games. I'm glad I was not hosting last week when they had to do the really fast project craft that they did. So that would have been super difficult. Glad Jamie had to do that. But we're going to have a little bit of time of worship. Transmission is going to be bringing us our worship tonight. So tune in, sit back, and just sit in the presence of God right now.
Come on, you weary. Come on, you weary. Come on, you thirsty. Come to the well that never runs dry. Drink of the water. Come and thirst no more. Come on, you sinners. Come find His mercy. Come to the table, He will satisfy. Taste of His goodness, find what you're looking for. For God so loved the world that He gave us His one and only Son to save us. Whoever believes in Him will live forever. addictions. Come lay them down at the foot of the cross. Jesus is waiting. God so loved the world.
So, listen, I love Transmission.
Great.
We got to see them at the young adult retreat. That was really good, and they always just bring their passion right out, and I appreciate that. So, we are going to highlight one of our programs this week. The program we're going to highlight this week is Core Cadets. So this is just a reminder. If you have a program or if you have something that's going on in the Salvation Army you would love for us to talk about on NSCtv, drop it in the comments. We'd love to do that. So, Core Cadet program. I'm a graduate Core Cadet. Are you a graduate Core Cadet?
I'm not.
You're not?
No.
Listen, how old are you? I don't know.
I'm probably too old.
Too old. That's all right, though. Listen, we're going to tell you about the Core Cadet program. It is a 5-year discipleship and leadership program for young people. You learn so much in the Core Cadet program. You learn about not only you get tons of biblical knowledge in there, you get some fellowship in there, lots of good games and connections, but you do develop a lot of leadership skills. Right. As well as you get to know more about the Salvation Army, about our history and about our doctrines and that. So that's a really good thing. And it is, I would say, it is probably the key program, or at least one of the key programs that we have to raise up leaders in the Salvation Army. You develop a lot during that time. So it's a great program.
So we want to take some of this time that we have right now to shout out some of our really great Core Cadets, some of our really great Core Cadet leaders, and just encourage them. Yep. So first off, we want to give a shout out to Miss Alicia Cantrell. She is in High Point with me. She's a fantastic person. Her Corps officer says that when she deals with teens who are struggling with their behavior, instead of getting upset, she does what's best and listens to them. So last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever, we took out a group of girls out just to eat and to talk with them instead of, yelling at them. So we just took them out to figure out, what's going on. Just give them a time to talk to us.
You get to see that connection with her, I bet, quite a bit. So that's a really good. It's good to have those quality Core Cadet leaders too. That really means something. The Core Cadets in Raleigh, North Carolina, they're doing children activity drive right now. They're collecting items like crayons and coloring books, little toys, crafts, and stuff like that. And they're going to give that out to the kids who come through the social service program, really building that bridge between social services and the church. I really like that. And then later on, they're going to meet with their social service director and hear how this contribution made some differences, and hopefully maybe do some more connecting with those people in the community. I like that. They're getting there. That's good. They're becoming the hands and feet of Jesus.
That's a hard connection to make a lot of times, so that's really good. So lastly, we want to shout out the Core Cadet Brigade in Greensboro, North Carolina. Their officer said that they are really getting things started back up again with their teens, which is good after COVID. And after Core Cadets, they go right into drama or media or praise team practice, and they just really seem ready to jump in where needed, and they're always ready to learn.
Listen, if your Core Cadet program is doing something awesome, or if you are a Core Cadet and you have a fantastic Core Cadet leader, be sure to reach out and let us know. And if you're at least in the 7th grade, or if you're interested in being a Core Cadet, reach out to your Corps officer. Let them know you heard about it on NSCtv and you want to be a part of this Core Cadet program. So we're getting ready to have our devotions, and one of those places we talked about in Greensboro is where Skyela Bussey is from, and she's going to bring to us our devotions. Just open up the Word to us a little bit, and hopefully you are touched by what she has and what God has laid on her heart.
Hey guys, how you doing today? Today I'm dressed up as, can you guess it? You think you know? It's pretty generic. What if I add this? Christopher Robin! Dressing up is so much fun. And I especially love dressing up for costume parties because I really enjoy pretending to be a favorite character from a book or a movie. When you dress up, you get to wear some fun wigs or some silly outfits or maybe some crazy makeup. I mean, when else can you do something like that? Well, today I'm going to talk to you guys about some different costumes that we can put on that are probably a little different from the ones that we're wearing today. Growing up, I cared a lot about what people thought about me. And when I was in middle school and high school, I really struggled to make friends, and I spent a lot of time alone. And I began to think that I was lonely because people thought that I wasn't good enough to be friends with. And then I started struggling with my relationship with God because I thought that I wasn't good enough for Him either. But I really didn't want anybody else to know what I was going through. I was a Christian, And I thought that I wasn't allowed to go through any tough things. So what did I do? Every single day, I put on a costume of this perfect Christian girl who had everything together all the time. Now, to everyone else, I seemed perfectly fine. I went to church every Sunday, I did my devotions in the mornings, and I attended all of our youth church programs. But the thing is I didn't feel close to God at all. I knew that I was pretending, but I thought that it was better to pretend that everything was okay rather than being honest about how broken I really was on the inside. 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 7 says this, "For the Lord does not look at the things people looks at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." Now, this Bible verse is actually God speaking to Samuel, who was a prophet in the Bible. Now, God called Samuel to go find the next king of Israel. So Samuel went on his way to the house of Jesse, and when he arrived, Jesse brought out his sons one by one. Now, each son that came out looked pretty fit to be king. I'm sure there were some of his sons that were very strong and very wise and smart. But God looked at each and every single one of those sons, and he said to Samuel, "Not him, not him, not him either." So Samuel asked Jesse, "Are these all the sons that you have?" And Jesse said, "Well, I have one more son. He's the youngest, and he's out taking care of the sheep." But Samuel said to Jesse, "Send for him anyways." So they waited and waited, and they waited, and then here comes David, walking on up from taking care of the sheep. And you know what God said about David? That's the one, the future king of Israel. You see, Samuel was looking at the outward appearance of Jesse's sons, thinking that God was going to choose the son that looked the best to be king. However, God looked at the heart, and in David's heart, God knew that David loved him with all of it. And God knew that David was going to be a great king. Sometimes we think that we are not good enough for God. And I believe that sometimes we see God this way because people often make us feel like we're not good enough for them. I thought that I was way too ugly and too stupid and too dorky and too shy for people to want to get to know me. And because of that, I distanced myself from other people and from God because I thought God was like that too. And then I just pretended like everything was fine. I put a costume on over my heart and over my hurt and over my brokenness. But you know what? God, He saw past all of that. He saw my heart, and He saw how broken I really was on the inside. I might have been able to fool all the other people around me, but I could not fool God. And He reminded me that even though I was struggling with a lot of things, that I was still worthy of His love. God does not want us to hide from Him. He loves us way too much to let us pretend that we're someone we're not. God made you to be you. He loves you just the way that you are, and He chose you, even if you think that you're not good enough for Him. God knows that we're broken people. He knows that we mess up and that life can be really, really hard sometimes. King David, he made a lot of mistakes when he grew up, but God still chose him, and He still had a great purpose for his life. God has chosen you for a great purpose too. Even if you mess up, even if you think that you're not good enough, He can pick you right back up and remind you of the truth. You don't have to hide under a costume anymore. God made you just the way that you are, and that's enough for Him.
Wow. I'm so excited that God has not only a plan for us, but He can see past all of our brokenness, all of our mistakes and all that, and He can see what we really need and says, "I'm here for you for that." So
Absolutely.
Have you ever seen, have you ever seen Monty Python where the mole keeps on moving?
Oh,
yeah, and
is something like that's happening now?
yeah, something like that.
Something
Something like
like
that
that's
is
happening
happening. Listen, we are so glad that you all have joined us. We've had great worship, devotions, and all of that. And so we've got some monthly updates coming up. What's coming up over the next month?
First of all, and this is super exciting because we waited for this day forever, and DSA is officially this weekend.
That's right.
This weekend. So DSA is this weekend, and Virtual Music and Arts Leadership Conference is November 12th and 13th.
So there'll be some more information coming out about that. We love to hear, we're getting into that Christmas season, even though we haven't hit Halloween or Thanksgiving yet. With Salvation Army, Christmas starts early. We'd love to hear how you are getting involved locally, either at your core, with your community, with your social services. What are you doing to be a part of the Christmas season? Let us know. We'd like to put that out. Send it to us either on email, Facebook, Instagram, and we'd like to highlight you and say, here's what God is doing through his people. So, and then our next NSCtv is November the 17th. So you want to make sure that you tune in for that. Listen, we have, first of all, I want to thank Glenn for coming in and helping us out, driving all the way down from High Point. It's really good to have more people in. How'd you like doing it this side of it instead of just watching it? What do you think?
This is really cool because from this side, I get to see the dedication and the hard work that our DYSs and our new DMD puts in to doing all this. And so it's really good. And I feel that the people watching this, you should really feel received from this.
This is good. I mean, listen, you see this part here, and you got a quick rapid fire over there with Aaron back there in the sound room. But Caitlin and Aaron, man, they put in so much work putting these together. I just get to sit here and look pretty. I mean, Major Jamie came up with notes for us and made sure that we were all set and ready to go. All we had to do was, dress up, put on a little gala, and we will announce that sometime tomorrow on social media. So look out for that. Thank you to Skyela for doing our devotions, for transmission, doing our worship. Make sure you like and subscribe onto our YouTube channel. If you are not on our social media sites, you need to make sure you get on there. We put out a lot of information and a lot of announcements. Let them know that not only can they maybe get a good laugh of seeing a merman and a pirate, you never know what's going to happen next month, but also you get to hear the word of God. And what better experience can that be? So thanks so much for tuning in, guys.